So welcome to the Donoho's garden. I was gonna give you a full-on tour very shortly. Might even be better quality now because I'm using Molly's phone because mine's getting its broken screen repaired. The reason why I had to borrow Molly's phone so quickly though is because I had an exciting discovery. So I'm gonna go focus in to what had me all excited today. And what has me all excited today is this. This was an Oatheka, used to call them Uthicas, and it is an egg sac. And as you can see right now, we have dozens, maybe even hundreds of little praying mantis nymphs. So they're climbing all around. So excited. At this point in time, they're going to be really pale, kind of like all insects when they first hatch. They're very, very pale. And then as time goes, their exoskeletons harden and then they'll get darker. These are Chinese mantids, so the Chinese praying mantis. At the bottom of this egg sac, I'm going to get it even more focused. Oh, it's not working too well. Sorry, folks. The eggs hatch and then all these little baby mantids come out. So I have just lots of them. So it has just made my happiest day. I have them everywhere because I love how praying mantids are just cool to begin with. And this guy's saying hello, everybody. But they also are great at eating pests. So I'm gonna back up. I guess since we're here, I can do a brief tour of the garden. Oh. Down here along this area is where I have my cucumber plants. And this is a trellis that they'll climb up here so that little cucumbers will be floating around. Now, everything you see here in cages are tomatoes, and I have many, 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 many different types of tomatoes. This lovely plant is, recognize it, we were growing them, sunflower, and I have different sunflowers. I love eating all sorts of food, but Italian food's one of my favorites, so I've got a lot of basil there, which helps. Let's go back, and my little friends are saying, show us again, show us again. Moving this way, come Halloween, I'm gonna have some pumpkins. You can see, got the little baby squash right there. It's kind of like to have a squash. So I've got pumpkins here. Here are my compost piles, which helps make great earth. You put clippings and such. And as the clippings kind of decompose, you end up, right now, a lot of flies, but this will be wonderful soil with fresh humus, which will make everything grow so much nicer. Here I've got my little peas. They will be growing up and make those lovely snap peas. Again, tomatoes, tomatoes. Peach tree, peach is coming soon. And I have this section of my garden. I have lots of different pepper plants. And this one was called chocolate pepper. Now it won't taste like chocolate, but it's called chocolate pepper because of its color. So I've got some black peppers, green peppers, red peppers. More of my tomato plants. Here we've got my corn. I have 5 different types of squashes. This one's a little yellow squash, and you can see there they're growing. We have all the green beans. I love my green beans. I love my rattlesnake beans. So this whole trellis has tons and tons of beans, and they're starting to climb up. They'll eventually make it all the way to the top and flower. Here are some tomatoes I'm already getting now. I have to admit, I don't know, the word cheat really isn't the right word, but I did kind of get a head start because there was a nursery that had fully grown tomato plants. So I planted these. Normally I wouldn't get ripe tomatoes till about middle of June, early July. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna get to eat these little ones soon. Like kale. Kale is delicious. You can just kind of pick it and eat it. Delicious. And another squash. oodles more of tomatoes. And here we have a nice green bell pepper. But our main reason for me to start filming today was to show you this egg sac, and they're already starting to kind of disappear. So I came out right as it was hatching, which is just so cool. And hopefully a lot of these mantids will stay in the yard because they will help eat a lot of the bad critters. All the aphids and little white flies, those are pests for the garden, so we don't like those ones. And they're also territorial, so it's really interesting with these little guys and girls. If they find a spot that they like, they tend to live there most of their lives. You know, they'll wander around a little bit, but they stake their claim on a certain area, so it's kind of neat. So here we have Mrs. Donoho's garden. I actually have two gardens, but this is my large one. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my little praying mantids. And on our way out, we're gonna have Rudy the cat say goodbye to everyone. Okay, Rudy? You say thanks for coming? Meow, meow. Say it again. Yeah. All right, folks. Rudy and I say goodbye and see you later.